suggested this game. So, big shout out and a big thank you to Sean. Sean had suggested this game on a Minecraft beta episode. So I thought, hey, there's been a lot of talk about Subnautica number 2, which came out May 14th from what I remember in my research. And I thought I'd hop on because, now, the reason I hopped on to this suggestion so quickly is because I had this game already in my gaming library on PlayStation. It had actually dropped as one of the free monthly games not too long ago. However, I'm just now realizing that this is probably not the game that Sean recommended. And I'll go a little more into that in just a second. But for now, you already know the deal. Let's pack up, roll up, heat up that rig. And if you're a pen pal, pen pal, it's time for a blinker. Blinker checkpoint. So, I am at work. I'm not going to be taking a fat rip with you. You have me as a sober bean tonight. I hope that's acceptable for you, because it's acceptable for me. So, it's a nice little trade-off if you're okay with that, okay? But anyways, Sean had asked if I had ever played Subnautica or Subnautica 2 and suggested that I play one of those two. Now, I thought that this game that we're playing, Subnautica Below Zero, without doing any prior research, I thought that this was the correct game. So I played it. That's what you're seeing today. I figured since I already had it for free, that we could give it a shot and see if I'd like it. You are gonna have to tell me if this is anything like Subnautica number 1, as well as Subnautica number 2. I have no idea. This past week was the first time I'd ever heard of the game because of Subnautica 2 dropping. So I don't know how to play. I don't know what I'm necessarily looking to achieve in this game. I have no idea how it works, so I thought let's just go ahead and explore the water with you today. See if we like it, see if we want to do this again. You let me know. Because truthfully, I don't really care what you guys suggest. Okay, that sounded rude. I definitely care what you're suggesting because that means it's content that you're interested in. What I mean by that is you can suggest some wacky games that I might not like, but I'm going to play it for you because it's something that you're interested in. So, if this is a game, the Below Zero, Subnautica Below Zero, if you're interested in that, please let me know in the comments. It's hard to kind of gauge if I should continue a video game based on likes, because I understand that some people might fall asleep in a few minutes and not get to like the video. So I try my hardest not to base any of my content on the likes. It is helpful in general to see what you guys are into, but when you comment that you are enjoying a series, like for example, Sebi is a Insomniac bean, and Sebi had let me know that Jurassic World was one of Sebi's favorite games. It's not a game that I would have selected on my own outside of this YouTube channel, but it has been an amazing game, and I actually really enjoy playing it, so I've been giving the Insomniacs that series another example of, people speaking up about the games that they enjoy, and so I push out more content on that game. Would be Vens. Hey Vens, how you doing? Vens had let me know that they really liked, what is the game? Tiny Glade. So, since to say that I do try my best to not gauge the series and how successful it's going based off of the likes. I try to gauge it off of, are you telling me that you're enjoying it? Or another great example you guys actually gave me, it wasn't negative feedback from my point of view. Let me tell my boss he has a meeting in 15 minutes. Meeting with Rick in 15 minutes. I know you don't know who Rick is, so that's why I said his real name. But another good example of this would be when I tried Marble, was it Marble Rivals? I got a comment saying, you know, maybe this isn't a good game for ASMR. And I agreed. I was absolutely crap at it. It was very, all over the place. So I really did appreciate that comment. I never released another Marble video after that because I heard you loud and clear. This is not an ASMR game, so all I'm trying to say is be open with me. I greatly appreciate it. And I'm never gonna take anything negatively. That's just not how I view a lot of things in life. So I greatly appreciate you speaking up. So again, all that to say, shout out to Sean for suggesting that I play Subnautica. And again, this is Subnautica Below Zero, and this was dropped in 2021. In some of my research, I noticed that Subnautica, actually, number one, Subnautica 1, the first one ever, dropped in 2018. Now that actually makes a lot of sense as to why I had no clue about it. Because I had just graduated that year. It was a year where I was really trying to lock in on what am I going to do after school and all that, and, you know, just getting my life together. After being a kid, responsibilities on. So that makes a lot of sense. So Subnautica 1 looks like it dropped in 2018. Subnautica Below Zero, what we're playing today, 2021. And as I said earlier, Subnautica 2 just dropped this year, 2026, I believe, May 14th. So about 2 weeks ago, if I am counting my days correctly, it's May 26th when I'm recording this. You'll be seeing this on the 27th. Man, I gotta take a deep breath. So I'm at work right now, right? And my boss is, so originally we were doing a two-week trial for me working from home. I've proved myself, so he is allowing me to work from home for the next 2 months now. I've got a lot of mixed feelings about this, but all I can say is I'm grateful that he is letting me work remotely, especially with, you know, the gas prices getting up higher. I do work about 40 minutes away from my house. So overall, it has been very nice. And then the HVAC replacement, it's helping me save up for the money lost on that. But he said this morning, it went from a 2-week trial to now a 2-month trial, which I can appreciate, I suppose. But we have been, on Monday, the 25th, it was my 9 months at this job. And for 9 months, I've been trying to work with my boss to get him on a better schedule with his life. Time management, accountability, the works, really. So I've been trying to get him to create policies. For those of you who kind of know what I do, I work for a tech company. I work for an MSP, which is a managed service provider. Managed service policy in place stating just like how remote workers should work. And it's because, in my opinion, just from being here for 9 months, it's because it's not really that important to him. But to me, it's my livelihood, you know, like, come on, man, just get the policy in place. So that's what I've been doing at work today, is he asked me this morning to make more fake procedures for him to look at, to approve at who knows when. So I might read off a little bit of what I've been doing at work. Just kind of have you drift off. It's nothing important to your life. So I thought it's a good time to close your eyes. Hopefully you're not at work, and hopefully you can just enjoy some time right now. But I do have some gum. And my favorite gum ever, by the way. This is Extra Peppermint by Extra. Long-lasting flavor. Now, I will say, the other day, I had a piece of gum, maybe it was like a month ago, not the other day, and it got not stale, but it lost flavor very quickly, so we'll see about this one. Trying to find that supply drop over there, unless we already found it. Okay, here we go. I don't have much air, but I have this device where I can replenish my oxygen, or I can shoot myself up to the surface, which is what I just did. Using this tool that allows me to research the different plants down here, as well as any like crash materials that I find right here. A fragment. It's been scanned. Overall progress 33%. Look at that moon, though. Oh my god, absolutely gorgeous. Now, I will say, when I first dropped into this world, it was gorgeous. Almost like life-changing, you might say. And we've got this little machine in our house here underwater. And it lets us make materials, basic materials. So it's got the resource option, and then you've got a weapons option. You got the inventory here, your storage. Inventory is what I'm carrying on my person. In the storage is just kind of like Minecraft chest that I put everything else into that I don't want to carry around. I'm not gonna lie, I've been really enjoying my boss finally responded to my message of his meeting in 15 minutes. Yeah, I don't know where, I'm sorry, he kinda, oh, that's where I was going. I've been really enjoying the higher gain. I don't know about you, but I've been digging it. But yeah, when I first dropped into this game, I was baked as hell. Baked as hell. The producer was taking her daily nap. And she was sleeping in the sunroom with the kids. marketing lie. This is almost giving juicy fruit. Juicy fruit gum. I don't know if you've ever had it. It's a yellow packaging. I'm pretty positive if I'm remembering correctly. And it's the nastiest gum in my opinion, my humble opinion. But it used to be my brother's absolute favorite. But yeah, this is not doing well. I wonder if they changed the recipe or something, because this used to be my best friend in high school. Extra. The peppermint extra gum. I'm not impressed. I'm not impressed right now. Like, what the heck? But anyways, yeah, I was baked as hell when I first dropped into this game. And I was trying to figure out all of the mechanics and stuff, any type of tutorial, but I had no luck. I had no luck with the tutorial. But then I found this thing. So we're finally at that emergency drop. And I wanted to scan as much as humanly possible down here, but it only seemed to be that one cargo thing. Oh wait. Another supply crate. Okay, and it's got like a nutrient bar. I don't really know at what point to use those, as well as the first aid kits. Is there gonna be a moment where an animal attacks me or something? I have no idea. It looks a little scary here. Oh man. Very scary. I don't know whether to put a warning in the title stating that this is gonna be like a gum chewing video eventually. I never know how people feel about that, but maybe it can be like a jump scare. And then, because I think I even said I'm gonna pop a piece of gum. I think that's a good enough warning. Do you? Because I don't think that I was chewing gum the entire video, so I wouldn't want to be a liar, you know? Oh man, this cute little creature, I don't even know what that was. Absolutely adorable. So yeah, does anyone happen to know what we're supposed to be achieving in Subnautica below zero? Below zero. I'm not sure, but side topic. Since I am at work right now as I'm recording this, I've been thinking. I think this is going to be really beneficial to the channel, because on my lunch breaks I can record gameplay, or even gameplay with my voice, or I can tackle just doing voiceovers on my lunch. Right now I'm getting paid by my job to do this. My boss has no idea, but that's totally okay. But right now you're actually taking me up to my lunch. I thought it was a pretty quiet day at work. The phone's not ringing too much. So I thought I'd hop on, make a little something for you. That way I can push out more videos. I think working from home is gonna benefit the channel a lot. And honestly, just me and my life in general. I think it's gonna be a very big positive. Time for your call is my last reminder to my boss. Time for your call, time for your call, time for your call. I don't know, that was a weird sound that came from my throat there. But yeah, so I dropped in, decided to record this before my actual lunch break, because absolute blessing, by the way. I used to only get 30-minute lunches, and so whenever I do have to cut my lunches, I feel like I've got no time. But that's on rare occasions. So yeah, I want to do the lawn, come inside, maybe have some lunch. I only say maybe because I could also eat after my lunch is over. It's just a little more tricky if my lunch is over and then I'm like eating a brat. What is this thing? It looks like a little platform for divers to get up on, so I'm gonna try and climb it. I'm not too sure what this is. Doesn't look like I can scan anything. My scanner broke. But we've got another supply drop here. We've got penguins everywhere. At least I think they're penguins. They look really odd. Very scary. Very scary. Let's get back in the water though. Get back to safety. But yeah, so I could be eating a brat or just eating whatever after I clock back in, but as soon as the phone rings, I gotta pick it up. I gotta pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. So that's the only tricky thing about eating after I've clocked back in. But that's a chance, or that's a risk I'm willing to take, just to be able to do my lawn during my lunch, get that all done before the producer gets home, because then I've got extra time to be spending with her, you know. Because what she's concerned about for today is going to the store after work and then weed whacking when she gets home. So I want to try and get that weed whacking done for her so that she doesn't have to worry about that. My main concern is going to be probably the grass in general and then weed whacking, but a bigger concern on top of that is it rained over the weekend, and yes, it's getting a little hot out right now. I fear that it's still gonna be super muddy out there, so what I think I'll do, I'll take Oreo out for a little bit during my lunch, kind of assess the ground that way. And then, what is this? It looked like a water bottle of some sort. Oh, I do have my fins on. I wasn't able to tell if I did or not. I can finally see them now that we're rewatching. Yeah, I think those are going to be my plans, is just go take Oreo, see if it's muddy. If it's not muddy, then do the lawn, get the weed whacking done before the producer gets home, eat, go on the treadmill for a little bit, edit these videos, because I actually already recorded the Fortnite Friday video, so I just gotta edit and export and then upload to YouTube. And then this is the second video that I've got going on today. I'm telling you, working from home I think is going to massively, massively benefit this channel. So hopefully in 2 months it's no longer a trial and it's a set thing. But that is completely out of my control, unfortunately. Or else I'd say I work from home forever and I never go back into the office. Right now, the 2-month trial is gonna be me working from home 4 days out of 5. Wednesdays. So actually, when you're watching this video, I'll be in office, but when I recorded this audio, I was working from home. So a little confusing, but don't forget, it is Wednesdays, Wednesday, my dudes. It is Wednesday, my dudes. I can't believe it. Gosh, I love a long is now it's suddenly Wednesday when this is dropping. You already made it halfway through the week, man. You're almost there. Just keep trucking along, keep trucking along. Don't give up now. You just got Thursday and Friday, and bam, you got the weekend. If that's how your work schedule works. Because you might even be lucky. You might be like my brother and work 4 days out of the week for 10 hours. So he works Monday through Thursday from like, I don't even know, it's like 1 p.m. to 10 p.m. or 11 p.m. I don't even know. But then he gets Friday, Saturday, and Sunday off guaranteed each week. I'm jealous. I am jealous, but he definitely deserves that promotion. I'm a very proud sister, to say the very least. I'm excited for him, and I mean, not to get too deep or anything, because we don't have much time together, but I'm really excited to see where my brother goes in the future, what his future holds for him, his future family, future wife, possible kids, who knows. I'm excited to just see his life unfold. He's been doing really good, and I'm really proud of him. Is this another? No. I thought it was another fragment we could scan, but I keep forgetting we're out of our scanner. We need to keep finding resources. My fear is swimming in like going on an adventure too far from our shuttle, and then not being able to come back. I'm just glad that we can see it when we explore. We can see our shuttle. So I thought that was really neat. We'll never get lost, I don't think. It's just gonna take a while for us to swim back if we do decide to continue this game. So yeah, let me know. Do you like this? Do you want me to make another video? It can be random too. It doesn't need to be as consistent as the Minecraft beta series, so no worries there.